The Greater Manchester region is full of major and historic football clubs, most of which at some point have been in English football's top flight, including the big two Manchester United and Manchester City, but also clubs such as Bolton Wanderers, Oldham Athletic, Wigan Athletic and Bury. It includes 28 FA Cup wins, 14 League Cups, although those are between the two Manchester clubs. It's safe to say the region is rich in trophies and footballing triumphs, but that's not the type of club we're looking at. Instead, we're looking at a club who've never passed the FA Cup first round, never played in the EFL, and only ever reached the semi-finals of the FA Trophy 3 times. This is Hyde United Football Club. Hyde United are based just 3 miles away from Manchester City and were once intertwined with the Citizens. How, you ask? Well, in 2010, Hyde United formed a partnership with the Premier League club to stage its youth and reserve teams at the club's Ewan Field Stadium. This was before the construction of the Etihad campus. As a result of this deal, the stadium underwent a makeover, where the seats were changed from Hyde United's traditional red colour for the sky blue of Manchester City. Also, the City Group and Etihad sponsorship adorned the non-league ground, and the Citizens Community Group also sponsored the club's shirt as well. The club had faced financial difficulties in 2009, and there was a bucket collection at the Etihad Stadium which raised around £8,000 reportedly. The Manchester City partnership not only saw stadium renovation but a name change for the club, with the club's official reasoning that they changed the club's name to celebrate the club's 125th year, going back to the club's original name of Hyde Football Club, although a partnership with City saw them drop the name United. The club also changed their kit from red to blue, and its crest also changed colour to blue. It seemed Hyde were becoming the non-league Manchester City, even though there already is a non-league club associated very closely with Manchester City, Main Road FC. At the time, Hyde were in the Conference North and had been in the league for 5 years. Come 2010, it would have cost them around an average of 200 to 300,000 a season to operate at that level. By 2012, the club had been promoted to the Conference Premier or the Conference National, or now the Vanarama National League. But this was more of a curse than a blessing, because this was the start of the club's downfall. The club lasted 2 seasons in the National League before relegation back to the Conference North, and then back-to-back-to-back relegations followed until they ended up in the Northern Premier League Division 1 North. By that point, Manchester City had already exited their partnership a year early and moved their youth teams to the Etihad campus complex, which was complete in 2014. The renovation to Hyde grounds also bought a 3G pitch. Whilst Manchester City paid for the upgrade of their ground, it was Hyde that owned the ground, so it can be seen as one of two things: either a club that sold its soul for money, or a shrewd business move that helped a club out when it was on its knees. Hyde FC returned to being Hyde United, the blue seats were removed for red, and the Manchester City sponsorship was over. Hyde United are currently playing in the Northern Premier League, which is a league below the National League North, the level that they were at when Manchester City originally sponsored them.